Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're new here. My name is Luana, and over the past 5 years, I've done more than 4,000 twin flame, soulmate, and love related readings. And today I thought I would sit down and do a divine feminine reading for the collective. Okay, so what does the divine feminine twin flame collective need to know at this point on their journey? Let's dive into it. Okay, so it's my intention to call in the true and high vibrational spirit guides to really bring through the messages that are for your highest good and ultimate healing. It's interesting because the first word that I'm having come through is dark night of the soul. I feel that, especially with the Mercury retrograde that just ended and also the upcoming Lionsgate portal, there's a feeling of divine feminines going through this intense purging. Yeah, literally we have the star card coming out reversed. It's almost like this feeling of despair or triggers or this energy of hopelessness coming through that can be very common when we're in the midst of that trigger, when we're feeling at our worst and at our lowest. Okay. And we also have the temperance card reversed coming out. Okay. So this is an energy of feeling like you have less patience than usual. Normally, if you're on the twin flame journey, you could be feeling very triggered by your divine masculine or your divine counterpart or whatever you have going on in that area of your life. Okay. So what does this divine feminine collective need to know? I feel like your twin flame and divine masculine could also be going through heavy triggers as well right now. I don't know why I'm hearing the word work, like work related. Almost like you divine masculine could be struggling with work or wanting to get a promotion or something. It's weird because this energy is like a mix of success with triggers. It's like I'm happy, but I'm also sad. And I'm being shown in my mind's eye, the symbol for like theater and acting where there's the happy mask and the sad mask. Like that's the image that I'm seeing in my mind's eye. It's like I'm happy and then I'm sad. So honestly, emotions could be all over the place right now. Oh my God. Okay, I can't make this up. We literally have the tarot card coming out. Also, if you're curious about the deck I'm using, the Goddess of Love tarot cards, this is such a beautiful deck. I've got it recently. And so the Tower card comes out. Like this upheaval, this change, and this sense of, but you know what's so interesting is that in this specific deck, I really feel like this Tower card has a sense of forward moving energy. This deck is based on the imagery of love and lust and harnessing your creative energy to create forward momentum in your life. And so I almost feel like this tower is also coming as a result of the things that you have wanted to shift in your life. Okay. So it's almost like spirit is coming through and saying, like, these tower moments are coming to clear the way. So, okay, I'm also hearing the words like friendship breakup. If you are going through a disconnection from a friend right now, it's almost just this. Okay, it's almost like spirit is saying this doesn't necessarily mean it's the end. So if you're going through a disconnect from someone, if with a twin flame or a friendship, or maybe you're friends with your twin flame or a divine counterpart or your soul group, it's almost like spirit is saying this isn't the end, but this trigger, conflict, argument, disagreement, separation, and distance is happening to literally let the tower fall and collapse and pave a new path forward. So whatever is happening here for you is clearing the way forward. Okay. We have the Corona of Pentacles coming out, which is equivalent to the King of Pentacles in traditional tarot. And this is all about stability. Even this is like a very beautiful card for financial abundance, financial security, seeing that physically manifested. So for this specific divine feminine collective, we also have the Queen of Cups coming out, pairing with the King of Pentacles. And so it almost goes to show that you and your divine masculine, because I really feel like I'm speaking to divine feminines here, is you are very strongly embodying the balance of these energies. Okay. So it's like you are this compassionate, loving, divine feminine presence. Like you're very in touch with your emotions. You have done a lot of inner child healing to get to the point that where you are now. And it's almost like spirit is saying that your divine masculine is really acknowledging like this. It's so funny because I did so many client readings this morning, and something that comes through as a theme for the divine masculine collective is that there's oftentimes such a sense of admiration and love for where the divine feminine is, the things that you're going through and overcoming. And like I feel like the divine masculine really sees and internally at least celebrates the divine feminine's rise. Like it's almost like as the divine feminine, you are taking up space in your life and you're really doing the things that you are called to do, that you know you're meant to do. So what's some advice for the divine feminines tuning in here? How can you move forward? Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. Wow, this is so beautiful. Okay, so this Three of Wands has a Pegasus kind of charging forward. And I love this energy because it's such a beautiful feminine energy. Like, it's a way to kind of take the masculine energy, the masculine forward moving energy of the horse, and kind of give it a feminine touch. And it also goes to show, this horn on the Pegasus is like right where the third eye is. It's almost saying that, like, your forward movement as the divine feminine, your next step, the thing that you are meant to do next, is going to come as a result of listening to that razor sharp intuition. Just like this Pegasus is charging forward with the confidence of that horn that they have on their forehead, you are meant to be charging forward with the confidence of your third eye and your intuition, okay? Meditation is an important element for you at this time. Before you make any decisions, meditate on it and consult with your intuition. You might notice that your intuition is coming through like a laser right now, like really strong, really powerful. This is the card of manifestation, but in this deck specifically, I see it being so linked to your intuition and following your inner voice. Like, it's almost like, for the Pegasus, the horn is like in some ways a weapon, but like not a weapon in a bad way. It's representative of the strength that your intuition gives you, the power that you have to get stuff done, to move forward, to manifest the things that you want to manifest. Because again, the Three of Wands is all about manifestation. In traditional tarot, the Three of Wands has this image of a man, and his ships are on the horizon coming back to harbor. It's like you're receiving your manifestations. You can see them coming in, and that next step is going to come from an intuitive place, okay? So what else does the divine feminine need to know here? Okay, so we have balance reversed, and I believe this is the equivalent of the justice card in this specific deck. Yeah, this is literally the justice card in reversed, okay? So there's an element of, I'm just going to say it. I feel like for a lot of divine feminines watching this, you'll resonate with this feeling of your divine masculine really needing to step up and treat you better and come forward with a healthier, more aligned energy. Okay. Like, it's almost like the divine feminine collective is saying energetically and telepathically, like, must treat me fairly. You must treat me like an equal. You must make amends for the ways that you have acted out of alignment with your own soul and your own heart, the ways that they have mistreated you or not communicated or just kind of been on and off with that devil energy. Okay, and I'm also, for some reason, I'm hearing the word unforgiveness. I think for a specific collective of divine masculines, they might also feel, wow, and we have the 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It's like they almost can project onto you past hurts, past disappointments that they have gone through in love and relationships. And this comes through a lot in the personal readings that I do for clients, but it's almost like sometimes the divine masculine can have gone through hurts and pains and past rejections, past disappointments that they can then project onto you and almost think to themselves, if I let myself go down this path and pursue this beautiful divine feminine as much as I want to, what if she ends up betraying me or leaving me for someone better or not choosing me? Like, there's all of these what ifs that I feel that they're working through. And I also feel that this is part of an extension of that typical like devil's energy, because I was doing a reading yesterday and the devil card came out to represent, the things that the patterns that the masculine is going through right now. It's like spirit is almost saying, like, a lot of this is created from within their own mind. Like, they are fighting their own demons and overcoming their own challenges, but spirit is saying, this is not your responsibility, and you don't have to, make excuses for them. It's okay for you to feel hurt and to set those boundaries. Like, spirit shows me this image of a spiral staircase going upwards, almost like every single trigger that you experience. And this includes events in the connection where you have to set a boundary with your divine masculine. Like, it's almost like spirit is saying every single thing that happens, no matter if it's kind of like, I don't know why the word transgression is coming through. Like, if your divine masculine does something out of alignment or does something hurtful, that does not impact your personal journey to manifesting union in whatever form that comes in. I like to give my clients the affirmation, I'm open to love in all forms, especially when you are dealing with a divine masculine who can be stuck in their own patterns. is you want to say the affirmation, I'm open to love in all forms. It's either going to be this or it's going to be something better. And why? Because there is an abundance of love. There's no lack of love. There is no lack of soul family or deep connection or people who can really mesh with your highest timelines and give you the things that you truly deserve. Wow. Okay. So the spread that just fell out is kind of like exactly what I'm saying here. It's almost like sometimes as the divine feminine, you come to a cross point where you're still connected to a divine masculine who is really, acting from a wounded place. We have the Two of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. And this paints such a clear picture here. Okay, so this is a picture of basically you're in the process of still manifesting and setting the template for what you want to call in, okay? So as you're manifesting in union, there's things that you can do that go into manifesting union, right? It's not just saying, I want union, I'm manifesting it and then trying to heal yourself to deserve it. It's more so this process of calling in with clarity via this Ace of Swords exactly what it is that you want. And this is so beautiful. Look at this image here. Okay, there's two roses and there's a dove in the middle. So there's already like some beautiful, like romantic imagery, some mirroring imagery coming here. It's like be very clear about the union that you want. This rose and this other rose. It's like a coupling, a union, a partnership. What do you want your day to day to look like? How do you want to communicate within your union? What do you want your, date nights to look like? Like, what do you want your house together or your apartment together to look like? How do you want to decorate together? What does your daily routine look like? Do you guys cook together? Like, what kind of things do you eat? What kind of things do you do as a hobby? All of these questions to ask yourself to create so it's like Spirit is saying, create a mental image for the union that you desire. Create a very specific mental image because the more specific that you are, the more that you can imagine it. And the more that you can imagine it, you can tangibly call it in because it will no longer be this abstract concept that you are working towards. With this Five of Pentacles, this scarcity energy that's coming through, it's almost like we can get too attached to the idea of a union in the way that we're trying to make ourselves better to deserve it. And sometimes that's why we're stuck in a planning energy with the Two of Wands, like constantly planning and kind of like circling it, but never fully experiencing union and never fully calling it in. And Spirit is saying it is because there needs to be some clarifying done. It's just getting clarity around what it is that you're calling in and what that looks like. And then it's almost like the divine masculine can be the vessel of that if they choose to be, right? So, but a wounded divine masculine or a masculine operating from their wounds is not going to be the correct vessel to create that. They will kind of like, in some ways, miss out on that opportunity because they have such an important responsibility. And Spirit is really not sugarcoating this, okay? So, if you've been dealing with the divine masculine who is wounded and not operating from a sense of love and respect, Spirit is almost saying, I am open to love in all forms. Say the affirmation, I am open to love in all forms. Even comment it down below. I am open to love in all forms because I really just feel that this is a turning point. I'm speaking to a very specific collective of divine feminines, okay? Yeah, and we literally have the King of Pentacles, sorry, not King of Pentacles, King of Cups reversed here. Crone of Cups reversed in this deck, and this is the equivalent to the King of Cups reversed. Basically, Spirit is saying that the divine masculine must emotionally mature and they must do that work. Like you cannot do that work for them and you do not need to worry about doing that work for them, okay? So this is specifically for a divine feminine collective who's been dealing with the masculine, who has not been changing and not been shifting and really not meeting you at that beautiful energy. And so it's almost like Spirit's advice here to get unstuck is to be open to love in all forms. That is just the message that keeps coming through here. All right, what's a final piece of advice for this beautiful divine feminine collective? Okay, so a lot of you watching might actually be in this energy where you are recovering or healing from heartbreak and it could also be that the way that the connection has been is in and of itself a heartbreaking thing to experience and to navigate with this divine masculine because we have the Three of Swords coming out, which is that emotional pain, but it's also a pain caused by the swords, right? Because what business does the mind and the logic and decisions, what business does that have in the matter of the heart, right? Like the matters of the heart should be decided by the heart in a really gentle, intuitive way. And we also have the hanged man, the hanged one on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so that's that waiting energy that's coming through. Okay. And look at this hanged man card, okay? So you see there's a dolphin jumping out of the water and there's a dolphin diving into the water, okay? This is representing how sometimes in twin flame connections it can be confusing, but it's almost like one counterpart will be going the complete opposite way of the other counterpart. You are willing to go into your subconscious mind. You're willing to go into the depths, but it's like the divine masculine is trying to escape from the depths of his own subconscious mind and his own wounds because there's literally this pain here, but it's almost like this pain and this heartbreak that you are now kind of like experiencing the effects of is kind of in a lot of ways like the divine masculine's unresolved trauma kind of rubbing off on you because they have not healed this. They are kind of causing this, the word that's coming through is like this bleeding heartbreak or this bleeding pain to the people around them and to the people that they care about the most. And so this is definitely a collective where the divine masculine is going through stronger karmic patterns and karmic healing. What is the final message here for the divine feminine? Wow. Okay, the Eight of Swords here. I think that something that could really help this divine feminine collective is mentally detaching from the physical aspect of this divine masculine, because this could be simply a pathway where the divine masculine is going down a karmic pathway or a karmic cycle. Maybe they need to go play that out, but it's not like you have to kind of be there waiting for them, is what Spirit is saying. It's almost like they're giving me this image of lighting a candle and sending love to your divine masculine, sending genuine love and compassion, but also saying, you know, like, I need to start my journey. I deserve to start my journey, is almost that image that comes through, okay? So the message here is to, wow, okay, it's crazy. I shuffled and on the bottom of the deck is the void, the fool card. You are meant to have your new beginning, regardless of whether or not this masculine is with you on this journey right now. So it's almost like give yourself permission to go have your new beginning, to manifest, to call in that union. I am open to love in all forms. And if it's with this divine masculine, beautiful. If they can't meet you there, that's also okay. Sending them unconditional love and honoring their journey, but that doesn't have to stop you from experiencing the love that you truly deserve, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in to this reading and allowing me to read for your beautiful energy. If you are on this journey in your divine feminine and you need support healing your energy, calling in union from an empowered place, I would really love to invite you to join my Spiritual Love Healing Academy, my coaching community with so many helpful resources for healing your triggers, for manifesting union. I have a twin flame overnight union, a subliminal, so many powerful resources, learning materials to help you align with the energy of union, and of course, a really beautiful and understanding, uplifting community. So I will leave that link for you in the description. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the next video. I'm sending you so much love. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.